for YouTube to flip over. And there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another RSG lunch stream. Sorry about that. YouTube is being a little poopy-tastic today, and I had to go back in and do a setting because I forgot it and then it just didn't want to work. But nonetheless, here we are on another RSG lunch stream on a Tuesday, November 5th, 2019. Glad to have you guys here. As we do what we always do, we have fun with you guys. We're here to talk shop about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. We're going to do a Ross review. We're going to do mod depression. And then we'll answer your questions. If you have questions, all you need to do is pop those bad boys into the chat. We'll get those scooped up and we will read your questions out. Make sure you say hi in chat as well, and we will go through and say hi to everybody here in a moment, like we always do. Let's introduce everybody, then we'll get to the housekeeping stuff. We've got the troll extraordinaire, Dr. Finn Medicine Woman's here.
Hi, I'm playing with my Funkos.
You are playing with your Funkos, okay.
I got one of the big Boba Fett ones from Target just now.
Yeah,
it's as big as
one of the exclusives.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the exclusive. I'm about to take a picture and put it in RSG Discord General. Cool.
Sure.
I have my display now for the Funkos. I just updated it.
Sure.
I'm jealous.
So Dr. Finn's here, and then also that other voice you hear is, of course, the one, the only Grim the Mechanic. So Grim the Mechanic as well.
Afternoon.
A couple things. So we'll cover ACS, Patreon, all that stuff after the Ross review. But you can see we got Vader's Cup of Plenty in the center there. If you would like to donate, you can. If we get to $20, I mean, when you donate, cool stuff falls in. We can come on Patreon, do Twitch, all kinds of fun stuff plops on the screen, and then it fills Vader's Cup of Plenty. Of course, that all goes back toward the stream to making the content that you guys enjoy and want. So if you'd like to donate and stuff like that, you can. If you do a $20 1 cent donation, you get the Pickle Extravaganza, where we all whip out our pickles, play with our pickles on the stream, and then you get the Pickle Extravaganza on the screen, and then you can pick from the wheel. We have the wheel of commercials. You can pick one, or we can spin the wheel. So you can pick any of the commercial you want, and we can spin the wheel. It's up to you. If we get a total of 20 during the stream, then we will do that as well. So you guys get a commercial if you guys want it. That's how it works. Or if you just want to donate and just because you like to, it's fine too. So that's how that works. I think that takes everything. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe. That's always important. But we're glad to have you guys here. Let's get this party started. Let's see who's out there in chat. Rabinator with the wave says leaked breaking news. Oh, we got breaking news. Holy Christ. I didn't know we had breaking news. Dun, 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 dun. It says CLS is a good team. Well, yes, he is a good team. Yes. Nathan Harrod says the correct answer is pork nuggets. I didn't know that, so there you go. Grandmaster Ereticus says who's CLS? Nathan Harris said, would an A-Star Cup and Lobot be overpowered for a CLS team? No, it wouldn't. Suicide Squad is laughing at loud morning. Glad to have you here, Suicide Squad. Roosh says, hell hath no fury like a warrior scorned. Release the relish. Yes, Warrior put out his video. I was getting questions about that last night. I said a few things, but Warrior put out his video like I knew he was going to, and he addressed everything. So there you go. You get the cats out of the bag. Silverbolt's here with the little smiley face. So there you go. Rooster says, correction, it's Warrior now with the with the symbol. Get out of here. Silverbolt said, giving out another team bleep secret. Teams have a high chance of working well if they have synergy. Oh, well, good observation. Let's see here. Who else is in chat? Yuta says, greetings, skewers. Greetings, Skewers family. Hope the day is going well. Glad to have you here. Foreigner says hello there. Glad to have you here, Foreigner. We are Mr. Silverbolt. Dr. Feelgood, he's the one that makes you feel all right. Says happy Tuesday, everyone. Congrats to Maul. MC him picking up a new recruit. Mark my words, Warrior has potential. Yeah, he's a pretty good player. Kind of knows his stuff. Foreigner said there was a nuking sighting yesterday. I did not know that, so okay. Dr. Gonzo just cheered us for 20 bits. Into the cup of Lord Vader it goes. Bad Rongo says, who's Warrior? He's trolling. He knows who that is. Alchie definitely says, hola, lunchers. It's been a bummerific day so far. Well, Alchie girl, we don't want you to have a bummerific day. So let's, everybody whip out your pickles for Alchie. Make her feel better. And let's cheer Alchie girl up. I think we got some more bits coming in from Dr. Gonzo. Here comes some more bits. Beerus Aegon says hello. Darth Vader 87 says good morning, RSG. Indeed, my friend. And so Barty gave Alchie hugs. There you go. let's see here. Who else we got? Moss Mike here says good morning. Black Mama says morning all. And by the way, Sith ships beat Negotiator. Well, hey, they're learning all kinds of stuff today in this show. Dragon, Dr. Gonzo with some more stuff. Spider waved. Hello there, Spider. And then it flipped on me. I have to go back up. CBO97 says, hello, RSG crew. Glad to have you here, my friends. Starbot says, hi, Rangers. Shut up, Finn, and you're not adding to the conversation, LOL.
The picture of the Funkos is in general. The picture of it's in general.
Glad to have you here, Starbot.
They're learning from you, Ranger. They're learning.
Oh, God. Sting says, hey. Glad to have you here, Stings. Who else we got? Dr. Gonzo H. already mentioned, said howdy. Gappy says, happy Tuesday, RC peeps. Relish the sweet. Pickles out, everyone. Pickles are out as we speak. Frederick Nielsen says, good evening. Let's see. Let me see. Who else we got? Fourth Okage says, what's up, Ranger? What's going on, my bud? Woodall says, hi, all. MK Sun Double Odd, as Grandy would say, 00. Says, hey, Rangers, RSG, and everyone. Glad to have you here. Dolby's here. Dolby says, good afternoon, everyone, from Eminary Bolta. So Dobby's here. What else? 3 says, happy Taco Tuesday. If your taco isn't fun enough, add more pork. That's science right there. You can't argue with that. I like that.
I am once again not liking the direction of this conversation.
Let's see, I missed a couple of it because I updated. Let's see. Oh, Grandmaster Ereticus says, what's happening, RSG? Happy Tuesday. Congrats on bringing Warrior over. Super classy guy. Couldn't be happier for both parties. Yeah, Warrior's a longtime friend of ours, and we're a longtime friend of his. And when he was looking for a home, conversations were had, and I'm glad he joined. So I made the introductions, and I let Warrior decide, and I'm glad he decided on Maul. They're a good group of folks. I'm not in Maul. I'm in MC. So I am in MC3 with a lot of people, mobile gamers and a lot of people that are skewers and stuff that are in the guild. And, I was up in the upper echelon of the MC guilds back in the day, but they asked me a while ago to be in MC3 and help stabilize that. And I've been there for a while, so I could always change, but I don't want to. MC3 is really, 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 really amazing. MC just in general and malls, they're a good group of folks. I've been very, very happy here. Matt Bailey says, gracious good morning, gentlemen. Slight Meathead says, hi all. MK Sun Double Lot says, God, stop granding me, please. Sun will do. MK Sun, I will just go with MK Sun from now on. And you just said, did you know that porks are tasty with
how are you not
sauce?
Singing that?
What?
I thought you would totally start singing that. MK Sun.
Oh, yeah. MK Sun, won't you come?
That's what he is. He's MK Sun now. That's his intro. You grinded him enough. He needs a better one.
Sun, won't you come? Won't you come? MK Sun. Dr. Philgis said there might be a little uptick on the visa for Jedi Academy this Saturday. Yeah, possibly. Rubber Duck Mafia says this just in, everyone. Relic 7 Han can beat Cop. I didn't know that.
No, that's a secret. Don't be talking about your guild's gonna get mad at you, Rubber Duck Mafia.
Don't get in trouble.
Yeah, careful. They might kick you out for that information.
Greetings and salutations from Ray Rock. Says power to Warrior Strong. Hell yeah. Warrior's the man, the myth, and the legend. All right, I think that's everybody. Did I miss anybody?
Silverbolt.
Stand alone. Stand alone. The classic RSG days. All right, let's. Okay, I've got to go through here real quick and get my daily energies and stuff. So we'll do that. Let me check the stores real quick, and then we will get to some mod depression. I mean, that's what you're here for, right? So, hey, Devil's Treasure. He says, sup, RSG. Glad to have you guys here. Warrior did not leave TI. He was booted. So
no, he left.
Oh, he left.
He left just before he was
booted. Asked to leave. So
yeah. They said they were going to boot him, but he left on his own.
Yeah. So
they said they were gonna kick him, and Warrior was like, "I'm just gonna leave."
Yeah. He's got a video out on it, so if you want to go check that out, you can. So
yeah, he had a live stream that went what was it, 10 hours ago, I think it was.
Yeah, whenever he posted that, yeah. So, yep, that's what's going on right now. Right down there, them stuff right there. All right, let me just get some stuff here real quick, and then we will go rock and roll. I need to get some shards because I haven't done GW yet, but I don't care. Let me get this. And then we can go do some mod depression. And I already did the event today, so we got a lot of mods to dick around with to see if we can get some mod depression going. I'm enthused about the chances of mod depression being high today. I'm just throwing that out there. I definitely want those, because I definitely want those. This other stuff's not too much. I need 4 more of those, because I need those for 5. So I'm working on 5s. I need to get him up, so I'm working on these 2 pieces, but I need 80 in total of those you just saw me get. So those 2 pieces will be done. I'm working on farming the last 2 pieces as well, so I'll have him to relic status here very shortly. Then it'll be Rex's turn, and then it'll be Echo's turn. Next slate is going on 5s to round him out, so that'll be good. So we are kicking ass and taking names. So Tommy Pieces, beware of Darth Peepo. I don't even know who that dude is, man.
It's not Peepo. He's talking about. So Warrior kept saying Peepo. The one he's talking about is Pimpo.
Pimpo.
The one that did the remodding for Carrie.
Yeah, the
Oh, that's who that is.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, that's who Warrior was talking. He kept calling him Peepo. I don't know if it's pronounced Peepo, but it's spelled Pimpo with an M in there. But yeah, that's the one he was talking about because he said the guy was a remodder and all these kind of things. So yeah, he's talking about Peepo.
Oh. Didn't put the guy in the best of light. I don't know him, but I trust.
I'll take it for what it is. I don't know any of them. It sounds like they treated Warrior wrong, but I have nothing to do with it. So it is what it is. I'm never going to be in TI, so it's okay with me.
C'est la vie. Rangers Guild is the one that's benefiting from this one.
We win, they lose, as far as I'm concerned. So.
I mean, they get one of the most knowledgeable dudes in SWGOH.
I'm glad for Warrior, though. Warrior doesn't seem to have been happy, right? And we've said it before. The whole thing is you have to find a guild that fits your play style and that you enjoy. And it looks like Warrior is at least through maybe not the choice of his own, he now has that. So I'm glad for Warrior that he's in a better spot now.
Yeah, I am too. All right, so let me.
Unfortunately, it's with Ranger. That comes with a lot of harassment.
Says Finn.
Mm-hmm.
That means nothing. All right, we'll get rid of that crap. All right, so now we can go roll some mods. We'll sort this by speed. I actually put health in here because I did get a bunch of health mods from the damn event. So let's go through and check all this stuff here. Let's start doing some mod depression. This is where Ranger tries to roll well on mods, and it doesn't usually go very well.
Hi, Gino.
Hey, glad to have you here, Gino. Keith Constantino says, I feel disturbance in the force. Well, that's true. Grande Vegas here. He says, hashtag I blame fan. True.
No, that was the eggs you had for breakfast this morning.
No, it was my lunch. Did you see the lunch? I did the challenge.
Did what challenge?
So Ouchie and Kalessin challenged me to try something for lunch. And it was putting Chick-fil-A nuggets on a Pizza Hut pizza. So I did that for lunch. I got like a personal pan of Pizza Hut, and then got an 8-pound nugget.
Shadowville.
And then I put those on the pizza. They're in general voice chat if you want to see the picture. They're actually, so surprisingly, it doesn't taste much different than just a regular Pizza Hut pizza with chicken, because even though like the Chick-fil-A nuggets have all the spices and everything, the cheese kind of takes over, and so it just tastes like a Pizza Hut pizza with chicken. I was actually surprised. I thought there would be more flavor because the Chick-fil-A nuggets are good, but no.
So pretty much what you did was you made a chicken parmesan with some bread.
Yes.
So anyway, Philippe Benacucci says, hi, dear skiers. Very good afternoon. All right. Let's roll the first mod. I hit 8 on... starting off well.
Simmed Pit rewards actually didn't suck this time. 14 Mark V stun gun salvage and a full furnace.
All right.
Thank you for giving me something worthwhile for a change.
I think I'm gonna go back to Target after my meeting. So I have a meeting at 1:15, and then after that, I think I might go back to Target.
They have any more of those exclusives?
No, actually, there was something I was debating whether or not to buy, but I think I'm gonna buy it. So Maz has a little fin, right? But Target had a Maz Kanata Black Series, so I'm gonna buy that. So then I have a little Maz.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna have my own little Maz. That's what it's gonna be.
Eh.
I need to go to Target. Exactly. I'm gonna stay on Target. So Target also had a Black Series 000, which I was not expecting.
Ooh.
I was not expecting to see a 000 Black Series. That was
they did both of them. BT1 and 000.
I did not see BT1. I only saw the 000. So that was actually pretty tempting.
Right.
Grande Verga, it is not. That's what Star Wars calls it. Don't ask me. I don't know why it always got to be black, but it is. It's a Black Series. Same.
Right.
But yeah, so I was tempted to buy the triple aught, but I think I'm going to call it the triple aught now just for Grande. It's a triple aught. But I think I'm just going to get the little Maz.
The little
So
Maz.
I'm going to have a little Maz. She can be friends with Porg McFadden and Poop McGee.
I'm just going to leave that there. I'm not even going to bring that up. I'm over here suffering through mod depression when you guys are talking about...
Poop McGee is actually pretty quiet. Unless you press some of his buttons, then he starts dancing Christmas.
Sure, we'll go with that.
He's basically like a Mr. Hanky. I'm just saying, it's like a little Mr. Hanky.
Alright, so this is not turned out to be a good day for mods. We're rolling. But we persevere. We fight through the good fight. Let's see if this hits speed. It did hit speed. Alright, that's one to look on.
I'm suffering right alongside you, Ranger. I got one with 5 speed and 5 defense on it, and I'm about to roll up to 12. What do you want to bet?
Yeah,
Here we go.
That's the point, Ray Rock.
Oh, it rolled 3 times on speed. 14 speed. Okay.
Ray Rock. That was the whole point. Since Maz has a little fin,
Oh,
I need a little Maz.
sliced protection. Damn.
It's quid pro quo or whatever you call it.
Squid Pro Row.
Yeah.
Row the quid of the no.
Squid is actually pretty... I mean, the stream is buffering, I think. I don't think it's me. I think the stream is buffering.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
we're getting a
buffering for me,
little we're getting a little patchy patch stuff happening at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, we
It's
need to
back
get the...
It's back to normal.
What time are you playing Battlefront today? 5?
Yeah, 5 or 6 because I gotta. Stuff
Do you
I
have time?
No, not
I'll get
because
little...
I have to get after we get done here. I have to go.
No, around like 2.
No, I will not be here.
3?
No, we'll be working out, man. I'll be back, and then I'll have to get ready for the Battlefront stream.
Fine. We have to find time to set up your 2 PC stuff. That'll, I'm pretty sure, end all of this.
Sure. Yeah, it's still the signal is they're doing something. That's not us, so that's not you guys. That's the game patch. That's the internet patch and something. I know when they're doing it because the internet goes wonky wonk. So we'll give it a minute or two. It'll fix
Do
itself.
the wonky wonk. Do the wonky wonk.
I once had sex in the Burger King bathroom.
I didn't want all the exact words. We're
Wow.
changing the words.
Well, that's what he said, Finn. He once had sex in the Burger King bathroom.
Oh my god.
I could think of worse places.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like
didn't make
Taco
that up.
Bell's
That's
bathroom.
the actual lyrics.
I don't know. Taco Bell
Yeah.
actually is pretty clean. The one here, the Taco Bell is probably cleaner than the Burger King.
Yeah.
Which is impressive because that's Florida.
Yeah, it's back to normal now, so we're fine.
Taco Bell is delicious.
And full of vitamins
Hey,
and minerals.
you know, over the years, Taco Bell has been getting better in food quality.
No, Bad Rongo, that's not the buffering song. We have a buffering song. Are you ready, Ranger? Are you ready for the buffering song?
Sure.
Every day I'm buffering.
Oh, Jesus.
Party buffing in the house tonight. We are trying to have a good
There you
time,
go.
but YouTube makes us lose our minds.
Pretty much.
We just want to stop it. Buffering. Okay, there we go. See, we have a buffering song. Just saying. The buffering song exists.
Hi, Maz. Maz is here. Hi, Maz.
Hey Maz, I don't know if you caught it earlier, but I'm gonna go buy a little Maz. All right, I think we're
getting through the last of the mod depression here, so it's been not good, Finn.
Well, that's why it's called mod depression.
Yeah, so we're gonna sell all this crap that I didn't. Just get it out of here. Just get it to friggity frag out of here. Don't want these mods because I don't have so much space. I have to be particular now. So there we go. All right, so we've suffered through mod depression. That was just
Grandmaster Eridicus nonsense. That is what is happening. Just pure nonsense is happening right now.
Yeah.
Just asking what's happening.
Oh,
There's mod nonsense. There's verbal nonsense.
I'm suffering through the
There's dancing nonsense. It's all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah, just
Yep, SQDs. Slap Meathead is exactly correct. It is SQDs for everyone.
All right.
Shenanigans.
All right. So let's get into our roster review today, and give me a second here to pull it up. And let's do this. Flip the script, and then there we go. And today we are doing our good friend Suicide Squad in Dark Lord's Resistance. Shout out to your guild, Dark Lord's Resistance. Glad to have you here if you're watching. But Suicide Squad, this is his year anniversary of us looking at his roster. We're going to look at his roster again. Just wants a general review. So, yeah. No zombie, the depression's real. It's real depression. So yeah, it's not good. It's pretty bad actually. So we're gonna look at Suicide Squad, just a general overview. 5 million GP, doing well in Fleet, not so well in Arena. I don't know if he cares about Arena. Doesn't seem like it with the team he's using there, Dr. Finn. Or maybe he's transitioning. I'm not sure what's going on with.
Well, it's a Darth Revan team, right? But it's using Kenobi as the other taunter.
Which
does not really. His Sith Trooper isn't ready.
Yeah, let's go look at
I would probably use he has GBA, so I'd probably use GBA over
GBA
Kenobi.
more. Yeah, I would put
Trooper is
GBA
12.
Way better than Kenobi. I actually used GBA in mine instead of
I would use GBA over Kenobi. I don't know if there's a reason you're using Kenobi, but yeah, I would use GBA.
Yeah, I definitely would too.
But his Sith Trooper is gear 12.
You could use Sith Trooper. I still prefer GBA.
I think, yeah. I mean, he's used his Sith Trooper before. It's the one that he has at like rank 91 from the past.
His Malik's 12, his Basilisk's 12. Let me
His
look at his Darth
GBA's
Revan.
Relic 4 double Zeta.
He's lacking
I would go with
speed.
GBA probably.
He's lacking speed and speed mods. I'm looking at his speed. Darth Revan's 297. Basilisk 250.
Oh yeah, Suicide Squad's in the chat. So let us know what's going on with your team and why you're using Kenobi.
Kenobi. So this is definitely
he's just bored. He's bored with Arena.
Well, then there you go. So
yeah, I can understand
if you
that.
ever decide that you want to do something with that squad, let me know. You should probably want to do something with the Darth Revan squad. So, I mean,
I would put GBA over Kenobi. It would be better,
too.
I think.
Yeah.
And you do need the pre-taunt. And the other thing too is, I find Arena boring too. I find ship Arena boring as hell too. I just do it for the crystal, so I go do the stuff that I want to do with the other stuff. So, I mean, it's a means to an end for me. I have fun with the other stuff, TB and TW and GAC. So, Arena's just there. I just do it just to climb, and I don't enjoy it. I just do it because it's how to get that crystals and the ships I get enough so I can get my Zetas and things like that. So, but yeah. So there you go. But yeah, if you want to work on the team, I mean, get Malik and Basilisk up and are their gear tier, and we need to remod and get the speed going. I think just kicking ass and getting that crystal income will really help you out, bud. I mean, this is what you want to do. It's your account. Just a suggestion. You know.
Well, I mean, even if you are spending money on the game, that extra crystal boost from Squad Arena rewards does help a lot. You know.
And then I'm just looking overall, just generalize where we need to go next. Probably for gas, but it means we're going to have to work on the Padme team, which he's done a pretty good job of. He's got a lot of Gear 12s, a lot of Zetas completed. That's really good. I mean, your Kenobi being Relic 4 will help you tremendously for getting gas. You know, your Ahsoka's 12. We got to get Padme up to 12. You do have the Zetas on her, so she's Gear 10. I know the Chirotech's a pain in the ass, but I definitely get your Padme to 12. Let's get your Ahsoka Relic. You've got all other pieces. So for the phase 2 for the upcoming gas event, when it comes back around, you'll be in a good position with your Padme team for sure. So that's positive, right? And we go to your Separatists and look at your Separatists. I mean, you got a Relic Grievous, that's fantastic. You got a GBA, we already mentioned, put him on the team for your arena. That'll help out tremendously. You can look at my team, Suicide Squad. I mean, yeah, I know it's boring, but you can look at it for guidance on what you want to do and how you what you want to run. But you got your B1, your Droideka, your B2 needs a Zeta, your Magna Guard's 12. I mean, we take B1 to Relic, and you're really in a pretty damn good spot for gas. Did you get gas? Let me look. Nope, did not get gas. Okay. So.
Well, at least not Skywalker.
Finn.
Maybe he got gas from trying to get.
Well, that's a different story. I had all kinds of abdominal obstructions from doing that stupid event for 15 hours. So
you got double gas
for days.
You got gas, and then you got gas again.
I got kicked in the balls, man. I had balls swelling off that damn thing. So I had elephantitis. I'm not gonna lie.
Elephantitis is not a thing. That means inflammation of an elephant. That does not exist.
It's elephantitis. It exists. It's a South.
It is
they
not.
call it
it's called elephantiasis. Elephantitis means inflammation of
I
an
will
elephant.
call it whatever I want, Finn. It just means you get big balls.
Oh my god. So no, it doesn't. Elephantitis means you have an elephant that is inflamed.
Which means your balls get really big, and you.
No, your balls are not an elephant.
Think South Park.
It's elephantiasis.
Think the weed episode of South Park. That's what that is. So, that's science. I'm just throwing that out there. So, don't listen to Dr. Finn.
That is unfortunately not science.
That is science. Yeah, that's science.
It's elephantiasis.
Okay, elephantiasis.
There you go.
I still like to call it elephantitis. So.
Oh my god.
But irregardless, the balls. Yeah, think South Park. So.
Yeah, either way, it's nuts.
Yeah. Shut up. But yeah, so we can go for gas. You easily have the characters ready to pretty much just a few tweaks here and there for that. The Suicide Squad kind of be the direction I would go with. We could definitely redo your arena team just so you climb higher and you don't fall as much. I think that would be good. So it is science. Leave me alone. Matt Bailey, RSG Learning Channel with Finn and Ranger. Why am I inflating my elephant? No, that's what happens when you play the gas event. It causes pain and inflammation. That's grab your wheelbarrow, boys. See, that's what I'm talking about. So see, if it was on South Park, then it is science. Finn, shut up.
If anyone remembers the episode, yes. You know what that song is for.
Boing, 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 boing.
Oh my god, Sharon, you got a scrotum coat? Nice. You're lucky.
Outside the web, we're like, oh, nice balls. Boing, boing, boing.
Hey, Sharon, my eyes are up here.
We've gone off kilter here, but
sorry, Suicide Squad. We're gonna focus again.
Yeah, we're trying to focus here, but that's
focus.
So let's maybe think about working on the Darth Vader team. It's up to you, buddy. The other stuff, let's work on getting gas. I think that'll help you out tremendously. You've done a really good job from where you were until now. It's really good. Bounty hunters look pretty solid. Let's look at the mod on your Bosk. 268, pretty solid. Puts him around 300, so that works. I'm fine with that. If we go to first order, not they need Zetas, but they're solid. I mean, there's no Zetas on the team, so it's really hard to use. We already looked at your GR. I hit that by accident. We know your Jedi Knight Revan team is pretty good, so yeah, the Jedi are great. All in all, you're doing a good job, man. I think, we could start rounding out some of these teams. I think doing GR and the Separatists, getting ready for gas, is a solid play. I think getting your Darth Revan with GBA and kind of maybe remodding and working on your stuff so you can climb more and not drop as much. I mean, I just don't drop that much with my team. I do a few battles a day. I don't have to do as many. I hardly do 5 battles. Some days I do. I mean, depending on my schedule and stuff, but most times I drop where I have to do like 1 or 2 battles. I'm back into like 1, maybe 3, which is pretty standard for my shard. A lot of Krakens and stuff on there, and we all climb and stuff. But I think that would be a better fit for your Suicide Squad. I mean, I know Squad Arena's not in, but it's a means to an end. That means you can get that income coming in so you can start doing some stuff for the other characters like your Night Sisters, things of that nature. I mean, you've got a lot of good stuff here. The problem is some of it needs to be rounded up. We need to start working on getting it to 12. I mean, some teams are really fantastic and some just need some love. I definitely think getting your GR team rounded up will be a really good thing for you. I didn't even look at your Shock team. Let me go back to GR. Your farmer nurse, she's got the Zeta, you're probably unique, so she's 5-star. Keep working on her. I mean, yeah, getting Padme to higher gear tier will help you with your GAC and other things. Getting Shock T squared away. Your Rex looks pretty solid. Your Vives is solid. Echo's gear 10. You can take him to 12. So there's just some ideas for you just for stuff to work on for the future. So that's what I'm seeing with your stuff. I mean, you seen anything, Finn, differently than what I'm seeing, or
No, I mean, he's focusing up pretty well. Everything that he's working on. I'm okay with him hitting gear 11 and then trying to get at least his main 8 teams up to gear 11 and then slowly pushing them up.
Well, he's got a ton of them that are gear 11.
He does. There's one character, you mentioned it already, Padme,
but that's a card.
That's the main one to gear up right now, since you got her to 7-star. And you already reviewed Gas, so it looks like he's pretty ready.
Solid there. He's just gonna get Shock T for him, but the others is just
so I mean, thing. I would work on that and then slowly start taking critical characters. I wouldn't even try to take all of your characters to gear 12. I would take the critical characters on those teams that you have set up to relics. So whatever you have at 11, right? If they're 12, that's fine. Then it's easy. If they're gear 11 and they're a critical character to the team that you're keeping, start pushing them up to relics. But most of yours are already gear 12, so it's not a big deal.
So it's not that big a
But
jump.
like, I wouldn't necessarily work on all of the Night Sisters, for example. Like your Talzin is gear 11.
Not so you're ready to go all in on the Night Sisters.
Yep, I would leave that. If you want to work on your Night Sister, just push up Daka, then you're good, right? If you want to put up Asajj, you can push Asajj up also, but you don't really need anything else. And even then, Talzin will still be after Spirit. So there's a lot of different, but he didn't have Spirit, right? He was using Acolyte, I think.
So, yeah. It's not ready yet, so. But I mean,
I think you understand. Yeah. Like, you don't necessarily want to keep on pushing everything. You want to push now because of the way that XP or the GP is important for matchmaking. You want to push characters up to relics after their gear 11 because then they start increasing their viability. And I'm saying only gear 11 because of where your roster is. Your roster looks somewhat similar to mine, where if you compare my roster and Ranger's roster, I've said this before, Ranger's is a lot more focused than I am. Mine has more gear 11s and higher. Ranger has more that are at the higher end. And so we'll never get matched up, even though I have like more GP, his is more focused and his top 80 is going to be higher. So Ranger typically gets harder matchups than I do. So part of that is because mine is more spread out between the gear 12s and gear 13s and not too many relics. As you start moving everything into gear 12s, you're going to start seeing more difficulty. And as you start moving into relics, if you try to move everything, you're going to get higher difficulty. So in order to make so that your matchmaking in Grand Arena is a little bit more evened out, you leave things viable at a lower part, and then you increase by relics, keeping your overall average down, but your usefulness going up at a better rate. So it, again, depends on where your roster is. Normally, we would tell people just to focus and push the relics on the particular teams and that kind of stuff. But you're at a point where you have multiple different characters that are viable. I would push individual characters to Gear 13 and relics in order to try and get everything squared away. Yeah. For GAC and keeping your matchups a little bit lighter. That way you're not going to be facing.
But he's 5 million GP, so he's going to be hitting some tough matches there.
Yep.
He says farming Shock T is horrible. Yes, it is. I did it. So if I can do it, you can do it too. So I did that, and the B1 and the ETA. They all sucked ass. So I understand, but just do it, man. And once you get it done, you're done with it. So. And you're going to need her for the gas event, so you got to do her, right? And you're going to need her for upcoming Lineside GOTB. So, and Padme, just take her to 12. We don't do anything more with that. I mean, Ahsoka Relic, but on your GR team, Ahsoka and Anakin, you definitely want to take to Relic. The other characters you can leave at 12 for now. And then for the Separatists, it's just B1 and Asajj. The other ones you can stay at 12, right? Get them to 12 with the Zetas. You need that Zeta on B2. So, just some observations and stuff. But let's go look at your mods, because I'm very curious of what we could do with that Darth Revan team. I'm sure if I got in there and did it, man, you'd be...
Mods are scattered.
They're
everywhere.
Yes, they are. I could easily, good lord, dude. I could easily do some stuff here. We are lacking on speed sets, though.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to keep farming those speed sets, brother. You got some good mods here, some really good mods, but we're lacking on the speed sets. Definitely need to keep farming and slicing those. I know they're a pain in the ass. I wouldn't 60 any more mods that don't hit 18 or higher speed. Even 19, I'd be even more 19 speed secondary, unless it's like a offense mod that hits like crazy offense secondary or something like that. I wouldn't 60 any more mods until we get some mods in that range, so you can save your materials and stuff, so we can do something with them. Like the one on R2, that's offense. It's offense primary, but it's 19 speed, so that'd be one. The one on Thrawn's good. It can go to 20. The one on Lando is a speed mod that I don't know why it's on Lando Calrissian, but it is. You can take that to 21, but...
yeah, we need to talk about that modding.
Yeah, the mods are just everywhere, dude, and we're lacking speed sets. So go ahead, Finn. Preach, brother Finn. The congregation recognizes Reverend Finn on the modding.
They be terrible. Sorry.
No, Finn, you got to talk like this, and get in there and talk about the evilness of the mods.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I gotta clear my throat for that.
You got to feel the Lord of the mods within you, Finn.
You have to focus your mods a little bit better on those themes.
Jesus.
Praise the Lord. Did I get it?
God.
Terrible, Finn. Terrible.
Continue, Finn.
Your mods are really scattered. It looks like you may have shifted a couple of
Praise
teams
the
here
Lord.
and there. You may have shifted some of your mods around a little bit between a few teams. They need to be focused on your arena team, and you can definitely get better speed sets than what you currently have running. So I would definitely just look into starting to remod. Starting with your arena team first, and modding them high, and then whatever your second team is, third team, do it once, go through your roster once, save all the loadouts, and then you really don't have to touch them again. You only update the arena team as you get it, then you can load your old arena team with whatever mods you want that you have, so it just balances out. So so that's all you got to do is just kind of
thank you for calling Verizon customer support. How can I help you?
Help you, horrified Lord and Savior Grande Patron. Yeah, Suicide Squad said just need to take the time and sit down and do them. That's all.
Yeah. Just so the way to do it, right, is to start with your arena team. Right, clear out all of your loadouts.
Or hire me. That's saved. Fine. I do that.
You could always hire a ranger. He does that. But if you wanted to do it yourself, what you can do is start with your arena team.
Yes.
Clear out all of your loadouts first. Then each time you load a character, make sure that you save the loadout, right? And then you can just kind of work through your roster. The way I do it is you remove all of the flags for favorites, and as you mod them, you trigger the flag, so that way you know which characters you have and you haven't, because the ones you haven't won't have the flag. And so when you don't have the flag, then you know they're not modded. Work through your roster, go team by team, particularly your top 8 teams, the ones you're going to use mainly for offense, defense, or 16 teams, I should say, 8 for defense, 8 for offense. I would focus more on like your arena plus your defense teams, because those are what are going to get you the extra victories usually. And then you're going to want to just save all the loadouts. Then whenever there's a new meta, right, all you do is you move around mods from different characters, and then you can just remod with whatever you have in your inventory.
Yeah.
Because if you're not concerned about mods, you're not necessarily going to keep on like doing the hand-me-down system, where if you move something up, then you have to get something from the second team, move it to the next team, and kind of just hand it down all the way through, right? You're just going to throw mods on there. You can at least have the correct set bonuses and some reasonable stats. So one-time modding, one-time loadout, then when there's a new team, switch the loadout onto the new team, remod the old arena team, and then you're good. So that's the way I would do it. That's the way I always kind of recommend it, especially for people that don't want to go through mods every day and remod or every month, whatever their process is. So yeah, I think one time if you sit down and do it, you'll be good, Suicide Squad.
Yeah, absolutely. But there's some really good stuff here you've done, Suicide Squad, and there's some stuff we need to work on. I think focusing on Darth Revan and getting the characters for gas is a pretty solid way for you to go. Once those teams are done and you're ready and you're set, then you can go back in and pick one team, whether it's Bounty Hunters, Night Sisters, First Order, doesn't matter. Your 501st, whatever you want to do, and then just focus on it. But you need to keep farming speed sets. Speed secondaries, we need that. There's some work to be done here. I think that if we can kind of get you back into the saddle and doing those kind of things, we can get you in the direction you need to be there. You got the basis of being really, really an amazing account. I mean, your account's really good, but I mean, there's some stuff with it that's kind of hard to, for you to see a success, and you got to invest a little time and effort into it. And I think once you do, then you don't have to invest as much time and effort as you did. So. All right, so that's our good friend Suicide Squad. We really want to say thank you to Suicide Squad and all his support over the years as a fellow skewer. Yeah, it's pretty nice that we can do this for longtime viewers such as Suicide Squad.
Yeah, this is his second. It was his 1 year anniversary from his last one. So.
And Dark Lord's Resistance, shout out to them. I guess we're doing another Dark Lord's
roster. Look, it's a Dark Lord's roster and Grande is not here.
What a surprise.
What a surprise.
Wow.
Grande is otherwise always here. I mean, I can't really talk, but I'm never here.
Yeah. All right, Dr. Finn, if someone would like a roster review for RSG for the lunch stream, how does one get one of those?
Please call RSG 411 that has 2 V's. You can call and leave a message for Finity, and he will respond and tell you that you are in.
Oh, fantastic!
So head to the RSG Discord. The link is in the description below. Message Finity and say that you want a roster review. Please include your GG page when you do that. I'll respond to you that you are in the queue. If I don't say you're in the queue, then I may have missed your message. So if I don't respond in 24 hours, just ping me again and ask me if you're in the queue. You're in the queue once I say that you are in the queue. Wait right now is about 1 to 2 weeks. As your date gets closer, I'll message you saying that your roster review is coming up. We'll schedule you on a particular date, get all the information about things that you're going to need. Whatever you want, whatever you need from us to review, and then we'll schedule you on that date and do it on the lunch stream just like we did our buddy Suicide Squad.
That's right.
If you are a green patron or higher, please make sure that you include that when you message me.
I'm pulling up the Patreon page right now.
Mm-hmm. So make sure you message me that you are a green patron or higher. That gets you into our VIP line for the roster reviews, which means you move to the front of the line and we'll get scheduled immediately, and you can do that. Plus, Ranger also does mini roster reviews.
I do mini roster reviews. We did them yesterday. I hung out with all the skewers and folks yesterday. I was doing mini roster reviews. You get first crack at it. So if you want a mini roster review, you can when we're doing them, you get first crack. Patreons get that right. You can see all the benefits we offer Patreon. You can see that we just had the blue VIP mod session. We had the gold mod, the gold members, their meeting, the purple members. We do a lot of stuff with the Patreons as much as we can. But these are all the benefits. You can visit the Patreon page, and if you'd like to support the channel and get the benefits of being a Patreon, you can check that out. Finn, we also got our ACS campaign going on right now.
That's right. We're trying to raise money for the American Cancer Society, and our theme this year is pediatric cancer. We started it off by having a stream at the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, which was really fun, and glad that we did it. So make sure that you do go to our Tiltify page. The link also is in the YouTube description. We have a lot of challenges. We have a lot of rewards that you guys can donate to. Some of them are actually only one-time, one-item purchases. So I mentioned this before. We have some Magic the Gathering art cards that you can purchase. And when we go in April, we're going to sign it. You can pick which members of RSG you want to sign that card. It can be one, it can be all of them, however you want, but we'll sign the back of it and then we'll mail it to you. And those are, right now, there's only 3 of those available. So if you want an RSG signed Magic the Gathering card, just go ahead onto the Tiltify page, go to the rewards. You'll see we have a Lesser Manticore, we have the Ravenous Giant, and we have the Echoes of Eon. Again, only one of these are going to be available. And so you guys can donate plus $15 for the wristbands. All of this goes towards the ACS. So we're raising this all for the ACS. So
there you go.
And check out our milestones. We have the 15,000 milestone. We're going to add some more milestones here in a second. We're just making sure that we have our resources together before adding some of the resource or some of the milestones. But right now we have the 15,000 milestone, which is everyone that donates is automatically entered into this one, the RSG Disney travel package, where we will pay for your tickets for 2 days to join us in Disney. Plus, you will get a $400 travel voucher from us. Basically, we reimburse you once you purchase your travel and come to Disney. We'll reimburse you for $400. So it's a package just for that. You guys donate to the American Cancer Society. We will help you with that. Plus, at 17,500, we have the lightsaber by Sword of the Jedi to give away. Now, the only way to be eligible to get this is by purchasing the reward. If you donate anywhere else, it's not going to count.
Nope.
So you have to purchase the tickets for the lightsaber giveaway. These are in the reward. So even if you want one chance, every dollar counts as one, then you can go ahead and go to the rewards and buy one. If you do buy $4 worth, though, you will get 5 entries. So every $4 will get you 5 entries, but $1 gets you 1. So if you want a chance at winning the lightsaber by Sword of the Jedi, head into the Tiltify rewards page and make sure you purchase yourself some tickets on the lightsabers.
All right. And then last but not least, if you are really struggling with your mods, then hit me up, Ranger D 1999 modding service. I'll get your mods squared away. Work on the cheap. So if you need some help with some of your roster or all your roster, message me. We'll work out a price and get your mods squared away. I'll get your inventory squared away. I'll get your teams with the best mods you have available. And I guarantee you'll be in a much better spot than you were before I went in there and did my work. So if you're interested, it makes a great gift for the holidays. Message me, Ranger Day 1999. We'll set up a date and time, and we will get you squared away. That being said, I think that covers everything. Let me just do this right there. Change this up and go back into the game. Finn, are you able to do questions or?
I do have Nightbot open.
Oh, well.
Just remember, though, I have a 1:15 cutoff.
So well, yeah. So let's try to get through these as quickly as possible then. So.
And okay, we're done.
Okay. Well, that sucks. So that was the show. No questions because Finn's a poopy head.
Sting says, questions, do you do pickle reviews? And for people that make racist comments like last night, do you even do mini pickle reviews?
No, they're not worthy. I went off on that, dude.
We should do a pickle review. We need like a separate channel because this is all gaming related. This would be all food and stuff.
Sure.
There was another discussion about Frankenstein food after I created the Chick-fil-A pizza test thing. So, let's see. Revenator question: will Team Money kick herself from the Wolfpack after leaking a semi-secret team during her GA stream that wasn't a generic CLS team?
That's a good question because she's always commenting about. She's recruiting herself out of her own guild. So you'd think that, maybe with all this info.
Team Money is so silly.
I
don't know why she streams her GA. Just seriously. I love you, Team Money, but why do you stream your GA? So she was streaming with good old Maurice. This was, I don't think it was the last week, maybe the one before.
It was last week.
Yeah. And so they were streaming their GA, right? and Good Old Maurice did all of his, and then T Money was doing hers, and she came across a wall that I think was Grievous and Geos or something like that. She basically asked Maurice to come onto the stream, and he basically started to do, I don't know, Galactic War or some of the events or something like that. T Money came back and had finished the other territory that people were waiting to see about Grievous, and because she said she didn't want to reveal the secrets. I don't. Why do you do JC? It's so silly. I love your T Money, but you really don't have to.
I'm not gonna show it then.
I know you really don't have to force yourself to do GA. I know she's secret and she's competitive.
Yeah, she's
this
really
is one
good.
of the things we had said before, right? We had a different discussion about it, about how people are secretive about some of their strategies and don't like people watching and seeing their defense if they're a streamer. And I was complimenting T Money. I was like, she's really competitive, and so she doesn't put it on the stream.
No, she doesn't need to.
She's kind of like 50-50 right now. Silly T Money. I love her, but still.
Hey, Stanky Stank, right along. Everybody that popped in. Who else was in here? Jucifer. Yeah. So.
All right. Woodle, question. If you can use all teams for the Accolade mission, would you still be able to remove the Enrage buff? I was actually thinking about that. I don't know what team you would use if you weren't to use Geos for Accolade, because some of those things are tied with the faction, aren't they?
I don't know, but you could go with Darth Revan and Geo Brood.
You can go in with them, but will you get the ability to remove the Enraged?
Well,
I honestly don't remember.
It comes off GBA, I think, right? So if he's in there and you're on Darth Revan,
it's not just GBA, because you can do it off of Geo Soldier, right? Isn't that part of the strategy that you crit chance Geo Soldier in order to, or maybe that's the Watt mission that you do that. I don't know.
Watt is droids, so you had to have the droids. So I don't know. I mean, it's a good question. I mean, it's something
to look at. Yeah, even though everything is open, I would still be cautious about going in with any of your just like any team, because there are some things that are granted only to particular things. And if you, for example, right, if you use the droid, the call-in droid that you get after the first phase, if you do all the platoons, the B2 rocket trooper calls in only like specific separatists in order to like assist, right? So if you're doing a team and you don't have a separatist on the team just because you don't need the separatist, well, that droid is now not going to be able to call in somebody to assist. So there are some abilities tied to it. So we just have to be cautious. I'm going to wait to look.
I would say because the way they made the announcements and how they said it, that you will not need. You'll still be able to use the Acolyte thing for that mission. Of course, unless they screwed it up. But I mean, that's the way I read it. Like, you can go in with any team now, so you'll still be able to use the Acolyte thing. So
yeah. So
right.
Yeah, wait and see. There might be some things tied to factions or something like that. So you'll just have to.
All right.
Revenator, question: will Finity do another lunch challenge with Pizza Hut personal pizza and a Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supreme on top?
Ugh.
That's like a, That's an interesting combination. First off, it would have to be a chicken Crunchwrap, which I've had before.
Sure.
They're good. Pizza Hut pizza with a Crunchwrap on top.
That just doesn't sound right.
It does feel, but I have had taco pizza before, like
that's
CC's.
Different. Yeah, I mean that's different.
No, not like an actual like pizza shape with taco on it, not like a Mexican taco. I mean, CC's had like a taco pizza where they had like a normal pizza, but their topping was like taco meat.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's
what
I like. That's one of my favorite pizzas.
I'm thinking it might just be that, but with the crunch. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
It's pretty interesting. I don't know, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Briarius Aegon, question: how is it that Finn is a decent singer yet can't do more than one voice for every impersonation?
I have no idea.
Revenator, question: what do you get when you mix a grill, a hungry Wookiee that has already been stroked, and a nest full of porgs?
I'm afraid to ask.
He put it in Discord.
Okay.
Revenator. So we know what stroking your Wookiee is and whipping out your pickle, but what does inflating your elephant mean?
It's not pretty. You don't want to know, buddy. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemies.
Stings. Question: if I only have the Bosk lead Zeta and not the unique on Bosk or the lead on Django, should I run Bosk lead in GA defense? You don't need the lead on Django.
No.
You need the unique on Bosk.
Yeah, because that keeps
that one's actually more important.
I still don't have the Zeta lead on Django, so yeah.
But it's an interesting question. So if he only has the lead on Bosk,
well, it's to speed up.
Should he run Bosk lead or Django lead?
Well, I mean, you still
because even if you have a fast Bosk, it's not going to still work very well if you don't have the Zeta on his
No,
unique.
but it'll work better than Boss because that keeps you from still being able to be JTR'd or Trooper to death. You know, I mean, especially Troopers.
I mean, chances are you're going to get that anyways, right?
Possibly,
but at least the Boss lead gives you some regen.
Yeah, but so for Troopers, you know, if Boss goes first and your team gets going, right, the Troopers can't just burn you down and have to deal with that, right? So it makes it tougher. It's still not the ideal situation, but it does make it tougher. So I still would go with Django lead.
I think I would go with a Boss lead, but I would mod your Boss for just pure speed.
Much slower, you know.
It would be slower. You'd have to mod it straight for speed.
If I saw the Boss, every time I've seen Boss lead, it's
I know, but now you have to hope that their other team is weak, right? I don't know. This is a tough one. No, the Zeta on Boss unique is the more important one.
Yes, I agree there.
So I think you need to get that unique Zeta soon if you're going to plan on using Boss. That would be my main suggestion.
All right.
Then I'm fine with Django. The only issue I have is if he's not there.
Try them both out, see what happens.
Yeah. It's a hard one. Those are pretty close. Matthew 1908 question: what is your preferred turn order if you set Padme on defense? Assuming double Zeta Padme, Zeta Kenobi, Zeta Anakin, Zeta Ahsoka, Zeta 3PO.
Well, if you're not using for Darth Revan, I mean, I still have Padme going after all my other guys, you know. So,
I think Ahsoka being the fastest would be what you're aiming for. Which is weird because her base speed is slow, but she actually gains a huge bonus from her unique when she's on the same team as Anakin.
Right. So I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, because once all that happens, then Padme flips the script. My Padme team on defense has done very well. I mean, sometimes it gets one shot, but then I know they use Darth Revan, and they let me know that they had to use Darth Revan on that team, and they said it was ugly. They lost banners. So yeah. T-Money, I'm leaning back because I'm being comfortable. Why don't you get your ass in the damn Zoom and quit being all anti-sociable? You got the lunch string.
Ranger is just a little head at the bottom of the screen.
I know. I was leaning back because I was getting a little back spasm. So, God forbid, Ranger.
It's like the cat next to the bed peering over.
All right. Next question is Arseni Duran, maybe? I don't know if it's a hard C or a soft C. So I'll say Arseni Duran. Question: how necessary and or helpful is the Soresu Zeta for GK in a Padme team?
Very.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it just keeps him constantly taunting. You can't get around. It's a pain in the ass. It is a big pain in the ass. I highly recommend it. It is so good on that team because you remove it, it comes back up. You remove it, come back up, and you're not hitting any of the other characters because you can't get past Kenobi. And if you hit him really hard, then you set off Anakin. It's a damn nice Zeta, man.
T-Money. You should maybe spend a bit more time in the military.
No, she said you should maybe spend a bit of time in the military. Well, I did for 10.5 years, and that's why
you need a little more.
Oh, I need more? Okay, yeah, I guess 10 years of jumping out of planes and all that other nonsense was not enough for T-Money. So
don't worry, Ranger setting up OBS with me is enough torture for him.
Yeah,
it drives him insane.
It really does.
Mm-hmm. Rudy DeLeon has a question. I think that's a new name, so welcome, Rudy. Question: seems like people assume malevolence will just be put in the get shop for purchases. Can you see it needing to be unlocked. So before I read the rest of the question, that's because the devs said so in the interview with the Galactic War Report, which is a podcast.
Yeah.
So that is why we all are talking about it from the perspective of Get 2.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily just an assumption. It is based on statements from developers. I think it was Top Hat, if I remember correctly, said it on their podcast. So that's why we're assuming it, because that's basically what we were told. Now, they can obviously go back and undo it and then require us to have something in order to unlock it. But that is not what they have said so far. Qui-Gon Jinn says, question, is a 5-star Traya viable in GAC? I'm 2.5 million GP and would like to use her with the Triumvirate for offense. Yes. Yeah, got to get her to gear 12. Gear 11. You're going to need both Zetas, and then yes. She is quite viable in GAC. Even at higher GPs, actually. Some people don't even realize it. Even at higher GPs for offensive purposes, she's quite useful. The lower her stars, though, she's going to have more difficult of a time against Jedi Knight Revan, because Jedi Knight Revan teams will auto-target Traya, so regardless of your mods and how much protection you're going to put on her, her protection is going to be diminished. And so there's going to be certain little restrictions that you may not be able to use it on, but in general, yeah. All you need is a 5-star gear 11 Traya, double Zeta. You are good to go with the Triumvirate against majority of teams that Traya can counter.
Science.
Let's see. I'll try and do the next few questions here, because I have like 10 minutes before I need to drop. Let's see. Grand Matter Iridicus. Pardon me, does anybody have any Grey Poupon?
But of course.
I do in the fridge, actually.
Oh,
I like Grey Poupon. I like that mustard. Mouse Mike, what is the kill order?
Why is T-Money not joining us in the Zoom call? She has the Zoom information, Finn. I don't understand. I don't understand.
She wants to troll us in the chat.
Oh,
leave her alone.
okay.
There's nothing wrong with trolling us in the chat. I like trolling us in the chat. It's fun. Then you yell at me to get in Zoom.
Well, yeah, because people want to actually like talk, like a human being.
Yeah. So, let's see. So that's my question. What is the kill order using gas versus Darth Revan?
Still kind of the same thing. I go after like the.
You go after HK or Fallen Bastila first?
I always go after. I usually typically I go for Fallen Bastila. Depends on the speed. Like if she gets off her thing, then I'll go focus on HK, the correct battle notation. But if my Rex gets his thing off first, then she's totally pointless at that point. Then I want to get the big hitter off. So
T-Money says she's shy.
I shy my ass.
That's okay.
God, I'm shy. Oh my God. Sure. Yeah, we'll believe that. Yeah, we'll go with that.
All right, next question is Stanky. Question, how high should I take Mace's capital ship abilities for the gas event? Would the bare minimum 40k GP requirement be fun?
That's all you need, man. You do not need to go any higher than that.
The ships was really the only part that was almost like a star check. It wasn't the easiest thing, but it was pretty much a star check.
It was just yeah.
Scorp 30, question, Ranger, my Rose Tico is almost gear 11. Who should I gear next? Gamorrean Guard or Tusken?
Sure.
Gamorrean Guard, actually. Gamorrean Guard is an underrated plug-and-play tank. I'm telling you that right now. He's a retribution tank, and he's a scoundrel. You can actually fit him on a scoundrel team, and he is actually somewhat reasonable. Tuskens can be potentially useful, but you're going to require all three. I think if you're just looking for somebody kind of plug-and-play-ish, Gamorrean Guard. Stanky, question, would any 3 Galactic Republic ships be fine with Anakin's Phase 1 of the gas event? Yeah, I think it was any of them.
Yes.
I think you just needed the ETA and then any of the other ones. So yes, should be fine.
Yeah, should be totally fine.
Revenator, question, do you think Malik will be able to drain 100% of the health on the Acolyte? Is there not a restriction on the raid? Most of these abilities have a restriction when they're on a raid boss. I'm gonna check Malik right now, but I'm pretty sure there's a restriction on raid bosses and stuff.
And it'll probably do the same as like Nihilus's thing on raid bosses, where it doesn't do anything.
I'm looking right now. I'll ask the next question and then I'll look it up, because I'm fairly sure that there's a diminished. Oh, there it is. I just see it. I went into GG, looked under the ability. So instead of 100%, it's actually 0.2% on a raid boss. So 0.2% of the raid boss is how much they lose with Malik.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. That's usually the conversion too. I just wanted to double check that it was actually in there. Nathan Herod, question: any advice on how strong bugs have to be to earn 7-star Padme?
Gear 11,
Gear 12,
Gear 12
with 13 on GBA and Spy, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's. I mean, I did Grievous Relic, so that was super duper pooper easy. So
yeah, the thing to be concerned about, right, is if your Geos are too weak, Padme gives protection up whenever the opponent attacks out of turn. You need to have damage that overcomes that protection up. And so your hard hitters, primarily Geo Spy, needs to be able to hit through that. So he needs to have a lot of damage. So you can take him up to gear 13, and if you relic him, he'll be your main damage dealer. The other part is GBA needs it, because you're going to need your Brute in order to survive, and you obviously need Hive Mind. And so if you're going to use Geos, Geo Spy is going to end up being critical for that. Plus, you can also make sure that your Geo Soldier is up, because he can call to assist your Spy and do extra damage, and Poggle can do ability block. So there's a lot of different things that work mechanically, but really the gear-wise, Brute or GBA and Spy are going to be your most important.
There you go.
Felipe Minacucci, question: Finn, could you do someday a whole stream in Indian accent?
Sure.
No, I don't think I could.
Sure you could.
No, I'm pretty sure that would kill my throat.
Do or do not. There is no.
That's like asking you to do an entire stream as Batman.
Cannot be done.
Can you do an entire stream as Batman?
Yeah, I have.
No, you haven't done a whole stream as it.
But I mean, I would.
That's my point. He's asking to do a whole stream
I
in the accent.
Whole stream in whatever I want.
You would not be able to talk for the next 4 days. I've seen you after you do your Batman.
I know, but I would do it.
For the right donation to the ACS, maybe.
Sure.
There you go.
Grande Verga, question: what's the deal with not streaming secret or proprietary teams? So that happens a lot, actually.
Well, that's
right?
a secret.
Yeah, we can't tell you. We can't answer that question.
There's actually nothing wrong with people wanting to keep their secrets and their proprietary information. There's a lot of competitive things going on in this game.
Sure.
Right? And that happens with any kind of PvP game mode. You have a guild competitive and you have individual competitive. There are probably people within these top guilds, and T-Money is in the chat, so she may or may not be able to confirm this, but there are probably people that are doing GAC and not giving up their secrets because they're facing people in their own guild, right? Because they're in the same grouping GP-wise. And so if they're facing your own guildmate and you're really competitive and you want to win, you may not even give your secrets for some of the counter teams that you've developed. TW is a little bit better because you're really averaging only 4 teams on defense versus 8 teams in GAC. So you have more flexibility for using higher end characters in Territory Wars versus GAC. But people that are competitive don't want to necessarily give away any of the secrets. And so it's fine. It's a competitive game. There's nothing wrong with it being competitive, and people that want to keep their secrets are perfectly entitled to do so. There's zero wrong. And then you always run the line, right, with YouTubers in terms of making sure you don't spoil your secrets and where do you draw that line and what is and isn't acceptable. And so it's all kind of a decision individually for each person. So,
But here's the thing, Finn. There's, over 3 million people playing this game? Chances are your secret is already known to probably a million people.
But that's a decision that the person has to make, right? So it's really your unique situation, what you want to working with your, for me, the only thing I don't share is TW, right? My team has on defense. So I may go in there and show you offense, but I'm not showing what we have on defense. I never have, and I never will, right? And that's just a respect thing. I just, they have a certain strategy, and I'm like, cool, that's cool. But anything else is open. I mean, but that's my choice, right? Some people, they don't want to share things, and that's fine. Some people are more open about it. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just like what works for you and your circumstances, right? So if you want to keep things in-house a little bit and not, being a streamer is something you have to decide on what content you want to put out there, and what content you don't want to put out there, or what things you want to discuss and what things you don't want to discuss. So there's no right or wrong answer. So yeah,
there's always a right and a wrong answer.
You shut your dirty mouth, T-Money.
That's completely
Hey, don't scare her away. She's shy.
Yeah, she's
Don't
shy.
scare her away.
Exactly.
I'm shy.
Treat me delicately.
Our Captain T be coming in here with her proprietary secrets and her buried treasure.
Oh, snap.
We do have some more questions, Ranger. If you want to pull up Nightbot, because I need to start.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. You're boring. I'm gonna talk.
Not yet. I'm getting ready. I was gonna tell you, T-Money. You made me laugh the other day when you did your GAC with good old Maurice, where you had good old Maurice do events. And then you came back and you had finished that zone and said you couldn't tell secrets. I was like, why, T-Money? Why?
I pissed a few people off there, I think.
I was like, why? I know you're super competitive. I was like, oh, T-Money is streaming her GAC. This is going to be interesting. And then all of a sudden it's like, nope, I can't share these secrets. I was like, oh my God, T. That actually made me laugh, though. It was just like, why, T? Why?
Well, I don't know. It's a team that I was able to bring to my guild, and I don't often get to bring them things, and so we're gonna use this one for a little while, and I guarantee you that it's a secret.
It's a secret. But that's fine, right? Like you want to keep that on the download. But some people like me, I'm like, I show everything. Like, this is the counter that I use, and this is what we're... I'm an open book, and T-Money's got secrets. Don't be bothering Captain T about her location of her special treasure. She has it on her map. Don't be trying to take Captain T's map.
It's all musty and secret.
Now, T.
It'd be the secret booty.
The secret booty she be keeping. Now, T. It's been a while. December 7th, I need you.
Okay.
We're gonna.
Damn. Okay, this is getting really personal. I'm heading off now. Let this conversation go publicly on stream.
Finn.
Bye.
Get a room, Finn, and grab a girl when you do it.
I'm available.
Well. Tell me more, T. What is your availability? I'll think about for Finn. No, forget about Finn. He's gone now. But the 7th, we're going to do. We're having our big 12-hour stream. Right, I want to create the Super Jedi Academy. I'm gonna try to get as many content creators to do a awesome, super duper Jedi Academy on that day. Are you down?
Of course,
okay,
absolutely.
So you'll bring the maple syrup and stuff like that. So
yes,
awesome.
I'll always do what you tell me.
No, you don't. I have about as much control over you as you have as get the hell out of here.
There is really no comparison.
Yeah, there's just I have some kind of sway on T-Money. The hell I do. You know how many mother effers she's dropped on me in the past?
Oh my gosh.
The birthday stream. Someday we'll get pissed drunk again, T-Money, and we'll do that. So
we will.
We will.
So we got some questions here. Let's fire through some of these questions. Get old. The lovely T-Money. What do you guys got going on tonight for Operation Metaverse?
Well, tonight actually we're going to have my my friend, guildmate, and the person who got second place in Grand Arena Division 1 come on as a guest tonight and tell us all of his secrets.
Oh, secrets.
To getting his awesome score. We had 4 Wolfpack in the top 50 again, so lots of few of the same faces, and I think 1 new one. So just
it's crazy, T. I go like 10-2 or 11-1 in every one of these GACs. I have that one match where like I'm just not, my brain's not working, or I don't know, I missed Kyber by like 400 points just because I had that one match where I didn't win. It's like balls, but I don't care. It's more about having fun. So, but you guys are super
that's
competitive.
What makes it amazing. These guys do it again and again, right?
I know.
Like,
I just, for me, yeah, it's just, I mean, I'm competitive, but I'm just not that competitive. I mean, it's just, good Lord.
Yeah.
Things you have to go through with the feet. Oh, God. But so let's go through this. See, let me see here. Well, they updated. All right. Spider-Face 101 question. Gear 12 Padme gets stunned first in arena. I've added tenacity. What else can I do? What do you think, T? Well, I mean, besides tenacity, man, stun right off the bat? She resists a lot of stuff. She's kind of hard to stun. Am I missing something here? I'm trying to think. Like, what's that?
And you want honey mustard.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Something about honey mustard?
I'm at Tim Hortons. I'm like, get a fuck up my double, man. Oops, sorry. You're screwing my double, man. Okay, so the question is about Padme and Arena. What are we talking about here? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Let me get the tears out of my eyes. It's burning. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, secrets indeed. The question from Spider-Face's question, can Gear 12 Padme my Gear 12 Padme gets stunned first in arena. I've added tenacity. What else can I do? Oh, Jesus.
Why are we adding tenacity to Padme?
Because they get stunned a lot. And I'm trying to figure out how that is, because, like, I face a lot of Padmes. She's hard as hell to stun initially on that first turn and stuff. I'm trying to think, like, tenacity, you can add tenacity, but I just go major health and stuff like that. Am I missing something here on this, T-Money? Am I going loco? Like, I'm not understanding this.
Well, I don't know about tenacity on Padme. That's not a build that I would pick. Padme, yeah, it's, you want tenacity. You want Padme to get those initial debuffs so that she turns them into all of that courage, right? And then, but like, and then as long as she has protection up, she can't be stunned. She can't. And she's not going to get feared to begin with, which can't be resisted anyway. So the way that you build Padme is just health, especially if she's gear 12. If she's gear 13, then you can start sparing a little bit of offense for her so that when courage goes away, you can have something, she's going to hit for something, right? But at gear 12, it's just, pure health build, even a health arrow if you can. If you're fighting Darth Revens with her, she's going to be slower anyway, so if you have a health arrow with like 15 speed on her, then she's probably, as long as you can get her like 230, 240 or something, you can get her fast enough. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't put tenacity on there, even one tenacity set. I have nothing but health on my Padme, and she runs great. So yeah, I wouldn't switch one tenacity set. Spider kind of clarified. I'm like, no, just leave her at health. Let her do what she does. I'd have to see you in action to kind of see what's going on, but yeah. Grande, very good question. Didn't Gamorrean Guard quit the game for the Dragon game? Hashtag McMole2.
Yeah, I think he's dating those pandas or something, or maybe one of the raccoons.
The critter. Let's go with critter.
Well, I think they do have a chicken character in there somewhere.
Sure. I mean, whatever makes you happy. I mean,
okay,
I
if
don't
they have
know.
a chicken character, I might actually consider that game.
Well, not me.
Dragons and orcs just felt like a ripoff, but chickens, that's starting to get a little bit kitschy. That's a little bit more interesting to me.
So Stings, question for Finn, who's no longer here, says, should I stop farming for Darth Revan and switch to Gamorrean Guard? No! That's pretty self-explanatory. You have your little puppy with you?
I do.
I heard that. It's because I heard the.
She's like dying because it's 5 below and she's so tiny. She's like.
You gotta make sure she's got a little sweater vest on.
Something.
Yeah, you gotta make sure. Little blanky. Gappy question is, what team board useful at Gear 7, Gear 8 at 5 stars? And if so, what teams would he be useful in? Not at Gear 7, 8. Ew, no. I mean, he's super squishy. You need him at like 11. T-Money's not correcting me, so I'm going to say that's correct. She's dealing with her doggy. No, he's got to be higher. I mean, Gear 7, Gear 8, not cutting it. He's going to die, like, horribly. Not even be able to do what he does.
He'll put the tank with the Zeta.
Mm-hmm.
He'll put the tank tech on 100, and so that can make it a little bit tricky. What I like to do in Grand Arena is I drain Jedi Knight Revan, and then I like Watt with General Grievous, so that people have to, have a good Padme team to take that down.
Yeah, but not Gear 7, 8, though. And that's too low.
I mean, Gear 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, really, even 11. He's so squishy. It doesn't really matter.
Every little bit helps. But yeah, I've not seen anybody using that's not Gear 11 because, oh boy. Fourth Okage says, question for Finn, who's no longer here. Can you do the Patreon shout-outs tomorrow in your Kermit voice? Well, we can consider that. Scorp 30 question, what amount would I have to donate to ACS for Ranger to Gear 13 his roast taco? Quite a lot. Cole is gay. Says, question, when my Cassie U-Wing enters as a reinforcement, it never dispels buffs on the enemy. Am I doing something wrong? Thanks. You're missing a reinforcement ability, I think, then on that. Let me look.
What's happening?
He's bringing in Cassie, but it's not dispelling the buffs on the enemy. And I'm trying to think of what he doesn't have. Now, the taunt on boss can be resisted and can still stay up there, but all the other buffs should still be going poo-pooey.
Yeah, if breach is up, then boss will keep taunting. But it might be that you don't have your reinforcement ability.
I'm looking at the casting healing reinforcements. Yeah, it could be you don't have the level 3. Dispel all buffs on enemies. Yeah, you may not have the level 3 reinforcement. That's the only thing I can think of. All right, next question. Revenue question. What is Ranger's favorite secret team? Does it consist of Porg McFadden and the Eternal Twins? Right?
God, is he still playing?
Oh, yeah. Just it's nonstop. Fourth Okage question for Ranger. Am I going to be able to rough you up in Naruto during the ACS stream? Sure. I'll let you beat the crap out of me. Fourth Okage question for Team Money. Which of the RSG crew would you go porg hunting with? And what Star Wars based weapons would you use and why? You can choose more than one RSG crew member.
Well, I mean, I have to be really honest and say that it did not cross my mind that it's not appropriate to hunt porgs. That's not the first thing that crossed my mind. So I'll
We're hunting wampas.
Well, I don't know.
Well, pick a critter. Rancor. We're gonna go after Rancor.
So I'm admitting that. I'm admitting that I would go hunt porks, and I would love to go with you, Ranger. I'd love to learn from your military training. I would love to sit in trees with you and just like I would
Become one
pick
with
your brains.
nature
I would do
and
that.
camouflage and survival and all that stuff. Yeah,
Absolutely. I would eat all that up. Yeah.
I would teach you how to land nav and live off the land, and we would be miserable, and because it's survival. It's not.
What are you talking about? You don't even know. You don't even know.
No, I'm saying we would be miserable. There's a reason why I don't go.
Okay, as long as we would be miserable, not just me.
No. I said we would be miserable.
Okay,
So.
okay, yeah. No,
because
without our phones.
Yeah, if we're not bringing the accoutrements of civilization with us, then surviving is for surviving. It's not for enjoyment. It's not like you're out there, roughing it up. So, but if we go camping and stuff, it'd be like fun camping. I'd still show you some stuff, but it would still be fun. Like we got to have wood for fires and alcohol and all that other good stuff, because I am not freezing my balls off like I've done when I was in survival training. That was awful. God, I hated that so much. Ugh, survival training is not fun. All right. Let's see here. Any other questions? No, I think that's all the questions. So what time is your stream tonight, T-Money, and how late are you going to be?
We're going 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll probably just do an hour stream. We're going to do we're doing a boot camp with our patrons this month for Grand Arena. And we did one session on Sunday where we went into all the Darth Revan encounters and went in and tuned up a bunch of our patrons' Darth Revan encounters as examples. And tonight we're going to do a little after party Q&A with Blade, and he'll look over some defense and offensive strategies and that sort of thing. Just kind of holistic look at DAC. Yeah. Very
nice. So looking forward to that. Let's see what's question. Does T-Money speak French? No, she doesn't. She's not that kind of Canadian.
Does. I mean, I speak French. Oh.
No, that's wrong. Does Granny still play this game? Yes, he does. Maz Kanana says, me too. Hunting with Ranger would be excellent. Yes, it would be. No, not pork hunting. Soldiers and hunters, two completely different skill sets. Oh, Mike, if you only knew the truth.
Well, he was a hunter because he was I
was a sniper,
in
yes.
the military.
Yes, I
was a sniper.
Yes, I've spent a lot of time in the wilderness, more than I care to admit. But you learn those skills too, because you have to, when you're living off the land, you have to learn how to hunt prey. Like, you have to eat. So you learn how to catch fish and how to track animals and catch animals, and the signs of how to track them down, those kind of things. So when you're living off the land, I mean, you are literally living off the land. It's that will not be the case for us, because we're just going to go out there to learn some things, but we're going to be bringing steaks and beer and firewood. So I'm not going to be miserable. We'll probably sit around the campfire drinking bourbon and
where's the fridge?
Yeah, where's the bear? Oh my God. Grande Verga. Bonjour. Ha, ha, ha. But no, T-Money is Western Canadian. She is not Eastern
Je parle français.
You just... Oh, she does speak French. Ooh la la. That's about all I know. I can't really converse with you.
My kid's pretty fluent. He's in French immersion. So
oh, very nice.
I always wanted to be fluent, but I moved to Montreal to try and be fluent in French.
Sure.
When I was about 17, and everyone just laughed at me. So I was like, okay. And so I put my kid in French school, so he'll be fluent, and I'll just struggle along beside him.
There you go. So, all right, we're going to call this one done, because I have to go work out and get ready for this stupid half marathon that I've agreed to do with Finn in this 5K run, because I let Finn talk me into doing both, so I have to go work out. So make sure you guys check out Operation Metaverse tonight, 10 p.m. We always check it out. I know I'm always there watching. Most times I'm just watching. I try to interact a little bit, but I'm like so tired. I'm just like, I just want to laugh. So I'll just listen to them, put it on the speakers, and just relax. But make sure you guys check out our friends Operation Metaverse with good old Maurice and T Money. And then today, 6 p.m., depends on what time I get back from my workout and stuff, I will be doing some Battlefront under the 66th Legion flag. And then I will be a little bit offline because I'll be doing some odd reviews sessions. So if you guys need me, just hit us up in the Discord. But yeah, check out the Operation Metaverse 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a lot of fun. And what's that?
I said thank you.
Yes, we always pimp your stuff, guy. You know that, Team Money. And look for her secret buried treasure. Maybe she will reveal her secrets. Arr. If not, you'll walk the plank. Arr. Captain T and her secrets. God. All right, so thanks for hanging out with us, Team Money. Go enjoy your lunch with your little doggy, and everyone be safe. We'll see you in a little bit for some Battlefront, and we'll check out OM tonight, and then we'll be back tomorrow for our lunch stream, and then we will also have our big Wednesday night show. We're gonna have a special guest on.